and welcome to another installment of DB3's Risk It or Not. I don't know about you, but when January rolls around each year, I symbolize that as tax season for small businesses. I remember when I first started that I used to cringe at the thought of having to pull out all this information and documents and receipts in preparation for the tax season. And what I realized in just the first couple of years is that I did not have a good habit of managing my business finances. So if you walk away with anything from today's video, I hope you realize the importance of managing your business finances more than just on an annual level, but that is actually an opportunity to develop a good habit for managing your business. Financial management is way more than just balancing your business checking account once a month. Over the years, what I've observed about businesses is the difference between a successful business that has been profitable year after year and the ones that have high debt and eventually have to close their doors within the first couple of years of operation is how well one manages their company's finances. Many of us are still viewing managing our business finances as too challenging and mundane. And as a result, we fail to make it a top priority. And I get it. You didn't go into business to become this great salesperson, nevertheless an accountant. But when you start out with your business, you realize quickly that you have to wear multiple hats. And you're not alone. You're one of millions of entrepreneurs that face this same dilemma every day in their business. So let me encourage you to see this more as an opportunity to develop a positive habit rather than a task. Successful business owners make it a habit to do the things that unsuccessful people will not do. And they understand that this applies to everything, including managing their finances. This video really could be an hour or more, but I don't do hour videos. So I want to make this video short. I'm going to share with you about 4 different tidbits that should help you develop a regular habit of managing your business finances. I think I probably will go in a future and create an additional video on the same content. And when I do, I'll be sure to connect the two. So keep an eye out for that. But for now, let's get to those 4 tidbits. The first one I want to talk about is creating an annual budget and sticking to it. So you want to build this annual budget into your business plan underneath the financial section, right? And so with that, you want to address how many sales you need to cover your business expenses and other goals or initiatives. You want to make sure that you account for the decreased revenue that you're probably going to see in your slower months or seasons. For example, if you're a roofer, you're probably going to have high peaks during the spring and the summertime when you have hailstorms or tornadoes or things like that, versus in the wintertime, right? One of the things that I've noticed a lot of savvy entrepreneurs are adopting is what I call the 50-30-20 approach to managing their finances. And in this approach, 50% of the revenue you bring in is applied strictly to business needs. So that can be the overhead expenses, your payroll, right? 30% of that revenue is applied to business wants. That can be an update to your business logo. It can be a website refresh. And then the remaining 20% is applied to your business reserves or savings. And that's the money you use for when you have those slow peaks in your business, or if there's an interruption to your business, like what many have seen and experienced with COVID. Having a budget will ensure that you are being financially responsible for your business finances. So keep that in mind. Point 2, create a financial goal. So this is going to vary from business to business, but the point is that you want to identify what the purpose is of the revenue you bring in. Is it to expand? Is it to provide income for you and others? Or is it just to retire? And for some, the financial goal could probably be to not incur more than 40% of debt on their revolving business credit cards. Or it could be maintaining a minimum balance of $5,000 in their checking business account at all times. If you don't know where to start, I recommend talking to a financial planner, not a bookkeeper or CPA. And albeit they have critical roles in accounting for your expenses and making sure your taxes are properly filed, but a financial planner will help you develop the goals and the right strategy to reach those goals that you can stretch over months or even years if needed. The third point is to utilize cloud-based tools so you can implement a system that is not only paperless, but allows you to create a backup to your financial documents and information. For me, I'm a big advocate for QuickBooks. QuickBooks is great for small businesses when it comes to streamlining your invoicing and accounting, which in turn saves you a lot of time. And we all know the saying that time is money. And every minute of your time as a business owner has a monetary value. So don't spend a lot of your time on non-revenue generating activities like maintaining a spreadsheet or filing away and looking for receipts, when that could be simplified in these tools like QuickBooks. Another thing about QuickBooks that I love is that once you link or sync your business accounts, your credit cards, to this software, it will instantly categorize and file your spending expenses and spending habits. So I use that as a great tool to go in every month to consolidate and then look at where I'm actually spending my money and see if I need to make some changes to my spending habits. Point number 4, very important, is to make sure you keep your business credit in good standing. So many people are not aware that maintaining a healthy business credit score is just as important as maintaining a healthy personal credit score. And so a good business credit score can help you to acquire financing easier. It increases the value of your company, and it also protects your personal credit score. So the steps to establishing your business credit begins when you become incorporated or you form an LLC. You obtain a tax ID number or federal employer identification number. And when you start to open business accounts in your business legal name. Over time, what happens is just like your personal credit. You'll start to see your business report take shape and you will be assigned a credit score, right? But the credit score is different for the business because it's calculated on a 0 to 100 system, and it's driven by things like how long you've been in business, the size of your business, if you have any bankruptcies, if you have any liens or judgments against your company, what is your available credit line? Those things play into your business credit score. If you don't have any business credit already established, I strongly recommend that you at least open at least one business credit card, and you can sync that to those online tools like QuickBooks. So you don't have to worry about keeping up with receipts. Also, if you haven't already done so, I strongly recommend that you obtain a Dun and Bradstreet number. It's free. You may have heard of that before. A lot of people refer to it as a DUNS number. But the thing about the Dun and Bradstreet, they are a major business credit bureau for business. And if you are looking to do contracts with public entities like cities or governments or school districts, a lot of times they go to Dun and Bradstreet and pull your business credit report to help them identify and evaluate your business financial solvency. So in the description for this video, I have provided some of those cloud-based tools like QuickBooks. I've also provided the website for Dun and Bradstreet because it's a hard name to kind of figure out how to look for that, but it's in the description, so I hope you check that out. So those are just a few things that you can do to start forming your habit of managing your business finances. And once you've identified and implemented some type of financial strategy, you'll start seeing a solid and more positive habit when it comes to managing your finances. I just want you to remember that you're trying to form a good habit. And just like any other good habit, the more you do what you're supposed to do, when you're supposed to do it, whether you feel like it or not, it becomes a habit. So I encourage you to create some type of resolution for managing your finances, make it a priority, and then follow through with it at least on a quarterly basis. So that's all I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed the content. Make sure you check out the additional details and information I provided in the description, and look for that follow-up video in the near future related to business finances.